Hello everybody, as we finished the last part of the tutorial making car tire and we end up with two pieces. Let's go ahead and start creating the texture for the tire itself. First thing we need to do is open material editor, and this is my old creation, so let's start a new one. I'm going to use Corona material because actually it fast render and it allow me to use other application even if I'm rendering or using some other applications, so that's why I decided to use it, and it gave a good result, and this is the most important part. So we will start with Corona material, Corona layered material, and that bunch of layered material just like Photoshop layer system, and you can use much more slot to make mixed shade. I will right click and open material, Corona and Corona material. If we take a closer look to Raub material, we will find dirt, the rubber itself, like the new part, some kind of stick, sand, and other kind of dirt. So I will start everything using tire material. It's not so complicated. All you need to do is just to open the material editor and make dark material, not full dark, because nothing in real life it's 100% dark or 100% light. Average between black and white, so it will be almost 4 maybe. So the reflection will be 100%, and the glossiness it will be around something like 0.40 or something like this. We can add Fresnel to it, like we can use maps standard and fall off map and make it Fresnel and apply it to reflection glossiness, and this can play the glossiness part for the tire, and for sure it will not be 100% black and it will not gonna be 100% white. Let's double click on the material to see it in better view, and we can play a little bit with curve editor to increase the amount of Fresnel for the tire. In fact, the tire, if it wet, because if it wet, that means it have another layer on top of it, and this layer is reflective. I'm adding here a Bezier smooth line to it, so I can control the Fresnel degree. So if I apply this material, let's put it inside. If I apply this material to the car tire itself, this one here, and for sure this one here, and there is something important when you using Corona. You always have to use HDR mapping, and I using an HDR light. So let's see how it look in render. Alright, as we can see from this render, we have some rim light, and it's almost a tire shade, and that's what we're going after. Now we can consider the second part, something separated, but before we start making it, we need to do material for this part of the tire. Let's isolate it, and sidewall texture, it be those kind of information be typed on the tire here. I will make duplicate of everything here, selecting everything, press shift and make another copy, and we'll drag sidewall inside as a material editor, and this sidewall, it will be our main diffuse color, but because it's in diffuse, I need to make it PNG, and because it's on black I will apply mask node, and it will be here in first tab, the main one, and I will have output node output node over here, and this node that I will apply to mask, and apply the same node to map, and take off the diffuse one from here, sorry, and apply it from here as a mask node, and in map, in output, we will invert it. That will make, as we can see here, it's not so clear, but that make it like it's on transparent. If we start showing this map on the sidewall, let me make sure that I applied it to the material. Yeah, we applied it already, so we can see that we have it. Okay, I will back and make it 2 iteration instead of 1. In material editor, here in material editor, after we make this sidewall part, let's make the other part. In fact, we made it like that we done, but it's this look clean. To make it more like have more detail, that will require us to use another method. This will be I will be using in this case like normal material or ambient occlusion, normal specular, all those kind of things. So I will open software called shader map 4, and this software generate for me those kind of 4 material. It's normal, specular, ambient occlusion, anyone you can name it. So all I need to do is just click drag any normal material to the software. I will using this texture of dirt tire already, like it has so many scratch and dirt and stuff like this, and it will be good for me. So I will just drag and drop inside the software, and here we can see the material and whole bunch of slot of rendering. There is many kind of software who does the same job, like Crazy Bump and like Substance Player, and as I remember, and other kind of software. After it render out, you can see your texture in 3D like this. So I like to use it instead of cylinder. I will make it sphere from here, and you can find it a little bit stretchy, so I will tile up in UV, and here we can see the texture better. The bump look like planet now, but because it have so much specular, and here if we right click on normal, we know we can control the intensity of the normal map, but if we crank it up so high, it will cause those weird color of normal that will make the map so noisy. So make sure you don't need to raise the intensity so high, and you can, if you press on the eye while you create like this, you can see it become very noisy. So we have to make it here the main look. We have here the normal, and we have here the ambient occlusion AO map, and I will show you how to use it, and the specular map and the color texture itself. I'm already saving them, but you can save them separately from here. You can press on this button and it will save all maps in the same place you apply your picture from. So I already made that, so I will go ahead and apply them to 3D Max. I will open my material editor again, and here I will apply another Corona material, and I will start with dirt for trade, and then the normal map, and ambient occlusion. Make ambient occlusion after the diffuse, rise this a little bit up. First of all, I will make map standard, and I will make multiply RGB multiply map, and this work like Photoshop multiply layer style. You have to put the first diffuse in color 1 and the ambient occlusion in color 2, and that give you kind of, if you look here closely, you can see it. If I detach the ambient occlusion, it give it more shadow or fake shadow. So I will apply everything to diffuse and normal using node of Corona nodes. It's Corona normal, and you apply your normal to normal map and pump. When you do that, you can find this kind of style happening to your shader, but all you need to do is you just have to add gamma to input and check on this option, and it will fix it for you. And in additional bump, I will use Corona round edges to smooth edges for me, and I will use the same one as well in main bump for the tire. Here, if we start see what we're doing on the tire, let's see here, this applied there, and if we press on the show material, we can see we have this result over here. So to mask it, we can use here mask node of mask 1 that we apply dirt to it. So I will use, in this case, I use dirt mask, so I will get this dirt mask. This one, it's 8K, but I don't think if one little bit in resolution it will affect any, because I will render HD 100. I will render it in HD. So as we can see here, what the mask do for us, it limit the waked part of the tire. So let's render and see how it look now. Alright, after we arrive to this part, we will make something extra. I will make a material, Corona material, and I will apply to layered 2, and it will not gonna be white, but it will be kind of sanding saturated color, and I will apply in mask to Corona ambient occlusion map, and this it will make ambient occlusion effect to the, I will apply to mask 2. Okay, I can see from here it's not so correct, so let's fix that very quick. I will go to Corona ambient occlusion, and first of all I will give it an output, and in output I will invert the output, and I will go to Corona map, and in max distance it will be, this is very high, so it will be 0.009 maybe, and the colors spread 0.4, something like this. And let's see it again, how it look. Effect on my tire. In fact it need to be a little dark, but you already know how I make this effect or this part. Something else I notice here, I need to apply the sidewall to the bump map, because it need to give it some bump. And that's it, and hope you like the tutorial, and see you next time.